1045 The Team and 1045theteam.com. Brady Farkas, Tom Kozlowski filling in for Levac today. And guys, spring training starts this week. And with that, we have a number of Capital Region ball players headed off to spring training. We're talking to one of them each day this week. And we start off Monday with JP Sportman, the LaSalle High School graduate, Central Connecticut product, now in the Oakland A's system. Had a great year last year. JP, you finished last year at Double-A. Do you know where you'll start this year?
No idea. Just going into spring training open-minded. Just going to go in, work hard. Try to do the same stuff I did last year. And hopefully, it works out.
You had a good year last year. You hit 298 across 45 games, but you battled injury. Are you 100% healthy now? And did the injuries at all impact your off season? Did you have to take extra time off or extra rehab, or how did that factor in?
Yeah, I'm good now. I had surgery in October to remove a broken bone in my hand. I was on a rehab schedule for a while. I was in Arizona for about 2 months. Got home around Thanksgiving, and from there it was everything that I could do on my own and what I could tolerate. And I'm still on a swing progression and all that kind of stuff. They monitor what I'm doing still. But yeah, I'm good to go, and I'm excited for next week.
I know one of your goals is to continue to improve, and one of the guys you've been working with is Houston Astros star George Springer. How did that relationship start, and what have you learned from George?
His sister went to my school, and me and her became really good friends, and I played against him my freshman year of college. And we kind of just crossed paths because I was friends with his sister, and we just, built a relationship off of that, and we started to hang out and work out together a lot. And, me and him are pretty much in contact every week. This offseason, I didn't really get to work out with him too much because he moved out to Houston, obviously. And, it's just cool to have him, in my corner because I can learn so much from him. He's there, and, I can know the ropes just by listening to him, and he knows what's going on. So it's a good learning experience for me. But yeah, it was crazy. I followed him all the way up. We became really good friends, like I said, and it's cool to see what he's doing now.
1045 The Team, 1045theteam.com. Brady Farkas, Tom Kozlowski in for Levac. On the phone with LaSalle High School graduate JP Sportman, product of the Oakland A's farm system currently. And JP, we always talk about the adjustments made from college to pro ball, but what about the adjustment from season to season once you're in pro ball? How much easier was the second season for you compared to the first right after you got drafted?
The first one was a grind, coming off a college season and then jumping right into a different season, especially being far away from home. And just getting acclimated with the pro ball atmosphere. But it also showed you what it was about. And going into spring training last year, what you were getting into. You knew you were going to, play 140 games, which I didn't, obviously. So last year was, somewhat of a mental grind for me because I've never dealt with issues before. But I wouldn't say it was easier, but I was already, mentally, I knew what we were getting into. And you got to have a plan and a routine every day to keep yourself ready because, 142 days or 142 games in like 150 days isn't easy. And, you really got to have a routine and what you do every day to get yourself through that.
When you were healthy, you had a good season at the plate. You hit 298. What are you hoping to do this offseason to get that average close to 300 and above?
Yeah, I was coming off, a good spring training last year, and I had a lot of confidence, and I just rolled with it through the season. And, unfortunately, the injury happened, and, I was on and off the DL. But, I'm just looking to do the same thing that I've been doing. Obviously what I've been doing is working. So I'm just trying to keep the same mindset, just keep playing the game the way I play the game. And, I feel everything's going to work out.
1045 The Team, 1045theteam.com. On the phone right now, JP Sportman, LaSalle High School graduate, Oakland A's farmhand, getting ready to report to spring training February 28th. JP, last year at this time, I asked you, who's the guy that you wanted to meet at spring training, or who did you want to spend some time with to pick their brain? Your answer was Coco Crisp. Has that answer changed at all 1 year later?
No. I got to meet everybody last year. I think it was cool, just to be up there and see all of those guys. I guess I should say I don't have someone in particular that, I want to meet, but I enjoy being up there and just watching, what those guys do. How they go about their days, because, they're at, where I want to be. And I like to just people watch them, I guess, and see, like, their routines and what they do and what makes them successful because, I can take some stuff away from what they do.
All right, JP, we like to play a little game on the show called Defend Your Tweet. Just want to confirm your Twitter handle is at JP3Sportman.
Yep.
6 days ago, you tweeted out, Bruce Springsteen just shredded at the TU last night in New York. Well spent. But back on January 30th, you wrote, all you Drake haters, listen to Summer 16 and tell me he isn't the best to do it. So who's better to you, Bruce Springsteen or Drake?
Drake, 100%.
So you were all about the NBA All-Star Weekend then with Drake all over it.
Yeah, that dunk contest was unbelievable. I'm a big basketball guy, and that dunk contest is the best I've seen in a couple of years now.
See, people were saying it was the best since '88, and none of the three of us are really old enough to have watched the one in '88. But I'm going to say the Vince Carter, T-Mac, Steve Francis one of 2000. That's still the best dunk contest to me.
Yeah, that was a good one too. I mean, those were a lot bigger names, I guess, but Aaron Gordon and Levine are just unbelievable. They got some bounce, and it was extremely fun watching the things that they were doing.
JP, can you throw down? Can you dunk?
No, I wish. I'm a little white dude.
That makes three of us.
He can hit fastballs. That's all that matters. JP, I'm going to rein this back into baseball here because guys always like to try to get us distracted. I always ask this question to you and everybody else that we talk to. We got a bunch of guys knocking on the door of the major leagues from the Capital Region. Jeff Hoffman might be there this year. Jamie Schultz, in my opinion, will be there this year. Tommy Canley is already there. How gratifying is it for you to be one of those guys knocking on the door?
It's unbelievable. I can't even explain it. Coming from our area and just being a part of that group is something special in itself. But to be able to be close to all of our ultimate goals is just it's great. Like not a lot of people get to say that, and I think every day I think about that, and I just tell myself like nobody can take that away from me or any of us, and it just shows that it doesn't matter where you're from. You can do whatever you want to do.
JP Sportman, LaSalle High School graduate, Oakland A's farmhand, getting set to report to spring training. February 28th as the A's look for a good 2016 season. JP, hey, best of luck this year. Stay healthy, and we'll talk to you again throughout the year.
I appreciate it, Brady. Have a good one.